Morning, good morning, good morning. Today we are going to be working on quite a few coin rings. I've got some time set aside to do this, so if you guys want to watch some coin rings get made, you are on the right TikTok live. The first ones we're going to be making are a 90% silver Maryland state quarter and a copper clad Maryland state quarter. This is the first order I've had like this where they've gotten one of each. So it'll be interesting to see the difference, like how they differ when they're done. I think that comparing them should be pretty interesting. I'm just going to wait a little bit for a couple more people to hop in here before I get started. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins into rings. If that sounds pretty cool and you'd like to see more of my stuff, go ahead and give me a follow. If at any point during this live you want to check out some of the stuff I make and sell, you can visit my website, coinringmaker.com. It's linked in my profile, and I'm also going to add a link here in the TikTok live so that y'all can find that, and I'll add that at the bottom right there. All right, it looks like we're off to a good start. We're going to hop over to the workbench. If you guys wouldn't mind tapping the screen a couple times, it sure seems to help. And I will get my punch set up. So the first step we got to do to make these into rings is punch a hole in them. But the last time I used this punch, I think I used a different size punch in here than I normally use. So I'm going to check it real quick. So, no, that's a 1/2 inch and it fits on there. It's perfect. Alright, so which one should I start with? Should I start with the 90% silver proof, or should I start with the copper clad? What do you guys think? Any opinions? Woo! 90%, alright. We'll crack it out of this nice little flip here. Actually, this one's tricky. I can't see where they come together. There we go. Oh, look at this thing. It's a very nice quarter. Look at that shine it's putting off. It's gonna make a great ring. They should come in pretty soon. If not today, next few days, I'm sure. My stuff usually ships pretty quick. It's like 1 to 4 days. So cleaning coins ruins the coin collector value of it, because they say you wipe off the history of the coin. So people want the dirt and the hand sweat and the 100 years of whatever accumulated on that coin. It's like part of that coin's history. So collectors think that's valuable, and if you clean that, you just wipe it all away. That's how they look at it. I have a different view on coins, but that's neither here nor there. Alright guys, tap the screen. We're almost at 5,000 likes. I'm going to get my hammer. We're going to drive this punch through this silver coin here. I tried to set this up so my hammer doesn't hit the camera. Pow, pow. So wish me luck. Very nice. There is our beautiful 90% silver center punch. Set that aside. Oh, we're about to hit 1,000 likes. There we go. Thank you guys. What do I do with the center punch? So I've added 3. I'm sorry, I don't want to hammer while I answer your question. I've added 3 options for these center punches. You can get them just as they are, off the coin. You can get them as like a pin you can put on your shirt or your hat or wherever you want to pin it, or you can get them as keychains. So far, keychains have been the most popular option. I think the keychains come out pretty cool. Thought I needed a stronger press to do a coin. Actually, not really. You can do a lot with a hammer, like a plastic hammer like this. Make sure it's plastic, because you don't want to have metal on metal contact, because eventually one of those metal things will explode. So you want to make sure that whatever you're hitting your metal with can get tore up a little bit, as you can see here. But I mean, this isn't even very heavy, and it's enough force to get through a quarter. Let me see. Don't have any problems with the federal government? No, as long as I'm not committing fraud, as long as I'm not fraudulently altering the coins, it's legal. Weird, I always thought it was legal to damage coins. Nope, if you'd like to learn more about that, I do have a blog post on my website, coinringmaker.com. It goes deeply into the law around making coins into jewelry. Do you only do uncirculated bullion? No, I use circulated coins. Like most of the Walking Liberties I work on are circulated. The Morgan dollars are circulated. The silver state quarters are usually, it's like a collector's item, so they're usually in really nice condition. Yeah, it's a proof. Thank you. What size can I go up to? So for quarters, I can do size 4 all the way up to 13. If you need something bigger than that, I can do like a $50. This is a Walking Liberty $50. I can also do like Morgan dollars, pretty big. And if you want something really fancy, I can do American Eagles. These are my favorite. It's a big, big ring right there. What do you think? Got 32 spacers today to make world coin rings. Nice! Very cool. Yeah, I really like the 1/2 inch. It's good. Yeah, what do you want me to try? Let me know what's on your mind. Susan B. Anthony's, I really like them. Let me see. I've got one over here. It's a great coin ring. I really like how these come out. Stars all the way around. Full In God We Trust there. Liberty across the top. Very good. Alright, so we got our 2 coins punched. And since these are made of 2 different types of metal, this one is a 90% silver and this one is copper clad, you can really tell the difference on the inside. No, I haven't done any Trump coins yet. I was looking at some last night. Flatten a coin first and then try and make it into a ring. I currently don't have stuff to flatten it. I'd like to get a roller eventually, but right now I don't have one. It'll come in handy once I start like melting and molding silver. I'll definitely need to get a roller too. So I can make like bracelets and wire and stuff. But just that idea right there is like pretty expensive tool-wise. So I've held it down. Do I do any foreign coins? Mostly just US currency. What's the next step? The next step is cleaning up this cut edge. So where we punch the center out, it's usually very sharp on the inside. So I use a deburring tool to clean that up. That's what I'm doing right now. A train. Two full cameo S. Susans. Are they silver or are they copper clad? Regular? Yeah. I wish they made the Susan B. Anthony's in silver. I haven't been able to find anything on that front. I think they would make great silver rings. But every one I've found has been copper. No, you hang on to it, man. Well, they're cool coins. They're not terribly hard to get a hold of. Alright, so we got silver, or 90% silver scrap here. We're going to put that in the 90% silver bucket. And then we're going to deburr the copper clad. Shouldn't take the Susan B. Anthony coins and get them silver plated. Well, I actually have a way to plate them, but it really wouldn't look that different. It would rub off. Yeah, I'll complete both of these rings. I'm going a little slow because I'm answering a lot of questions. But yeah, I should be on this live for a while, like at least an hour. So we'll be making quite a few rings today. If y'all want to hang out and watch, got nothing better to do. Just make sure to follow too, guys. And if you don't know, I do sell my coin rings. You can find my store linked in my profile. The website's coinringmaker.com. I try not to be too salesy. I much prefer talking about what I'm doing, but every once in a while I gotta push the store because not a lot of people shop through TikTok, and there's a few cool ways to do it. Like there's a gold chain down here. There's a shopping bag in my profile and a website link. Oh, before I get started, I'm going to anneal the silver one. Do I ship to the UK? Absolutely. I love shipping internationally. It really pumps me up. Makes me feel like a real businessman. Yeah, I sold a ring to Scotland today. What's up? Feels good. Trying to find. Here we go. Oh, you think this is illegal? I think you are misinformed. Hello. Get real close in here for you. So that's just gonna soften this silver up a little bit. Make it easier to bend and shape. I'll head over to the desk. Tap the screen. 3,900 likes. Let's get to 4K. Let's go. Wow. If you haven't followed me yet, give me a follow. There's 1,000 people in here. If, like a quarter of you followed me right now, it would be freaking amazing. So tap that follow button, tap the screen. What we're working on right now is we've got two very similar but very different quarters. So this one on the top is a 90% silver Maryland quarter, and this is a copper clad Maryland quarter. So these are out in circulation. These are produced by the mint, I guess specifically for collectors. So these aren't meant for circulation. And we're going to be making two rings out of these right now. The next step is to put them in this doming block here, and I like to use a ball bearing to get this first fold going. So we'll get real close in here for you. And if anybody wants to check out my store, it is linked in my profile. But watch this. Let's just give it a good fold there. So satisfying. Is that not satisfying? Tap the screen if you think that's satisfying. I think it is. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. This is going to be the silver one. Pop it in there. Give it a nice slow fold. Yeah. Thanks for the follows, guys. I sure do appreciate it. So now we've got kind of a little cone shape here. And we're going to fold it one more time. We're going to find, this is my favorite reduction die right here. WYO. What's WYO? I like the rings too. Like, I don't sell anything that I wouldn't wear myself. So like I wear my own jewelry. I like it too. Wyoming? Yeah, I can do Wyoming. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. Here's our second fold. No, it's not illegal. I do have a blog post about it on my website, coinringmaker.com. It's linked in my profile. Take you about 3 minutes to read. It goes fully into the law. It takes my breath away to explain it. Penny smashers are the best example of like a similar thing that exists where money is destroyed. Well, not really destroyed, but like transformed. No, you're fine. There's just so many people in here. I figured I'd get into it. Thank you. So we got to do a little bit more work to these. Here's how they are coming along. Pretty good so far. Now the next step is to sand this inside cut edge. And for that, I just use these nail file blocks. You can find these in like the nail polish section in Walmart. They're much brighter color before you start using them, but they're very good because you have a lot of control over it. It's like long and skinny. It's about perfect size for this stage of ring, and you can really get them nice and smooth. And it doesn't get tore up like sandpaper. Sandpaper always gets like holes in it. These last a really long time. And they work really well. And they're like 80 cents or something. I usually tape larger coins. Quarters I can get away with. They keep detail pretty well through the folding. But like if I'm Swedish wrapping like a Morgan dollar, I'll definitely put some tape on that. How did I learn? I was like 25% YouTube. A lot of trial and error, and directly asking other people who had done what I wanted to do. Like I sought out coin ring makers and asked them about technique and tools. A spoon. I've heard about that. Oh, I do want to anneal this silver one again. Nah, it should be okay. We're not stretching it that far. These are just going to be 7.5. So we'll just stretch them out a little bit here on the ring stretcher. Y'all tap the screen. We're almost to 10,000 likes. If you haven't yet, give me a follow. And check out the website. You can tap the little gold chain down here by the comments, and you can see some of my products. Just check it out. That's all I'm saying. Just take a look. They're really pretty. So this machine is called a ring stretcher reducer. And it is great for stretching rings out. Very useful. Go ahead and check what size we're at. About size 9 for both of these. Oh no. Yeah, I've got a whole little drawer over here full of screw ups to remind me to slow down, do all the steps correctly, don't get in a hurry, pay attention to what you're doing. Like little reminders of, hey dude, this could go terribly wrong at any moment. But yeah, I've had my fair share of splits. I haven't done any gold yet. I do copper and silver. I've got 90% silver, fine silver, copper clad, and like, I guess you would call it fine copper, like 99.9 copper. Where do you get the ball bearing? I have a recommended tool list on my website. coinringmaker.com. It's linked in my profile. It should be right there at the top. Just tap on recommended tool list and you'll find that ball bearing set on there. Yeah, I'm pretty scared to do gold. It is on my bucket list for this year, so I'm going to try and make myself do it. I keep seeing gold go up, so I'm like, I might as well get me a gold coin while it's relatively affordable. I don't know, gold is expensive. It freaks me out. But silver used to freak me out too. Like, don't get me wrong. I made several... probably like 200 copper quarter coin rings before I made my first silver one. I really wanted to make sure my technique was good enough. You freak me out. Okay. I'm not trying to. There we go. We got this one right at 7.5. Try and get a look at it. It's got some real nice like floral design around it. It's a pretty ring. You can tell this is the copper one because of the copper color on the cut edge here and on the reeded edge as well. So now we're going to size up the 90% silver one. This one's really going to make you cry, Coin Club. That's a proof. But we will make it pretty, I promise. While I do transform coins, I have the utmost respect for them. I appreciate the detail. Thank you very much. I think it's pretty cool too. Got 13,900 likes. Not too bad, guys. Thanks for tapping. This is almost the right size. Did I build the press? No. This I just got from Harbor Freight. This is just a simple 1-ton Harbor Freight press. Arbor press? Yeah, it's a 1-ton arbor press. There we go. It's pretty basic. I wouldn't recommend ordering them online because they're really heavy, so the shipping can be rather expensive. So if you're going to get one, I would suggest getting one in a store like a Harbor Freight. Hoping to get into making gold jewelry. Any suggestions? Do your research and be careful. Is it just coins or do I also work with other metals? I do some rounds, like copper and fine silver rounds. Like this one is actually, the one I'm wearing right now is, this is a fine silver imitation Walking Liberty 1/4 ounce round. And I absolutely love it. It's super comfortable. It's got a ton of detail on here. And it's actually fine silver. So like you can't get that with older coins. They're all 90%. So I really like this. All right. Got 1,000 people in here. Y'all go ahead and tap that follow button. We are currently working on 2 different Maryland quarters. This one right here is 90% silver. This one is copper clad. They're both going to be size 7.5. And now we're going to clean them up a little bit. How do I drill the hole? So when I used it first, yeah, what I used when I started out was a Harbor Freight punch and die kit. And then I found this, which is on my recommended tool list. This is a 1/2-inch punch specifically for quarters. So it's going to auto center your quarter in there. and give you a 1/2 inch punch every time. And then once I did a ton of quarters using that, I upgraded to this. Now, this is a specialty auto centering hole punch produced by Jason's Works. This is specifically for coin rings, and it has a bunch of different punch sizes, and you can basically fit anything from a dime up to, I don't know, probably a 2-ounce coin in here. So this is a very versatile tool, but it's quite expensive, and it's like specifically for coin ring making. So if you want to get full on it and be able to make a coin ring out of basically anything, this is what you want to go with. All right, so now we're going to use a little bit of steel wool to get some of this fire scale off of here. There's not too much on the copper clad one because we didn't anneal it. And this is 04 or super fine steel wool. No, it's not illegal to make jewelry out of coins. Welcome back. So we're almost at 15,000 likes, guys. It's going pretty well. Give you guys a nice look at this one. This is the copper clad one. Thank you guys for the likes. I'm going to get a little jewelry polishing cloth. And this serves kind of two purposes. So this will get some of that steel off the steel wool off the ring, and it'll also give it a little polish. But it's not quite done yet. I'm going to go ahead and pickle this, and that's going to make it even shinier. If you can imagine that. You see all the light coming off of this ring? We're going to make it even shinier than that. But first, we're going to get all the fire scale off of this one. Now, this is like my super favorite thing to do, is removing fire scale from silver. Because right now, it looks, I mean, cool, but it's about to look a whole lot cooler. How do I make a ring out of a coin? After I finish polishing these up, I will show you. So I've got quite a few rings to make today. So if you guys want to watch me make rings for a while, hang out. We're going to make a few. Look at that shine coming back on that silver, though. It's so pretty. You didn't know if it was me or some other ring maker? It's me. Now, there are other coin ring makers on TikTok. I've encouraged a lot of people to get started. What am I using? This is 4-0 steel wool, so really, really fine steel wool. And it's one of the best things I've found to get this fire scale off of here. I've been making coin rings for about 2.5 years. It's looking good. During the pickling process, I said, pop out. The boys about to ring. You got booted. Oh. You gotta be careful what you say. That's it took me a second. Oh man. That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna pop these in this pickle solution. This is water and Sparex. We're just going to let them sit in here for a little bit, and we'll go ahead and get started on the next ring. While I figure out what that is, y'all tap the screen a whole bunch. Just tap it, tap, 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 tap. What's my favorite state to do? I really like Texas. I think Texas is solid. But there's a lot of really cool ones. This next one we're going to be working on is Minnesota. It's got some nice trees going on there. We'll go ahead and check for that hidden fourth tree real quick. I don't see it. We're going to punch a hole in it. You're in Texas? Let me show you the Texas one. It's cool. So this one's 90% silver. We'll zoom in a little bit. This is Texas. And it's got this like rope all the way around it. It's a cool ring. Well, TikTok's taught me a lot about coin errors. How much for a Texas ring? If it's copper clad like this one, it's $20. If it's 90% silver like the one I just showed, those are $100. Yeah, I like it too. It's a good looking ring. Howdy. Do I have any 1988 coins you can buy? Yeah, 1998, right? I've got those in copper clad quarters. So yeah, 1988. So you just go to pick your date, copper clad quarter coin ring. The link is in my profile. You can just go to coinringmaker.com. And you might be able to order through this gold chain over here. You can just tap on that and find the proper listing. Have I done a 1959 silver dollar? I don't think there are silver dollars for 1959. I have done quite a few silver dollars, though. So this is a 1890 Morgan dollar. Uh, 1976 quarter, I can do. Can you tell the difference between clad and silver? Yes, I actually have examples of those here in this pickle, so I'll take them out to show you. So that's a good question. I need a specific tool to take these out of here. And I can't seem to find it. Bear with me, I'm going to use a toothpick. Let me just dry these off and I will show you the difference. Yeah, pickle. It's a water Sperex solution. Sperex is an acid, so it basically burns off anything that's not the silver or the copper. Gets rid of a lot of gunk and just cloudiness and makes it really nice and shiny. And it's called pickle. Okay, so this is the copper clad one. You can tell it pretty clearly. We'll put them side by side. And that's the 90% silver. So you can see kind of a reddish tone on the reeded edge. and on the cut edge as well. You'll be able to see that copper come through. As far as color, the silver is more reflective. It's prettier, but they all have like exactly the same detail. I mean, they both come out looking great, but like one problem with the copper clad is since it is made of copper, it can turn your finger green. Some people are more sensitive to copper than others. You can coat the inside of it with like clear fingernail polish, and that works for a little bit. But if you're really worried about it, if you're going to be wearing it all the time, I suggest the 90% silver. It's pretty strong because it is 10% copper, so it's not as soft as like a fine silver ring like this one. But yeah, that's a difference. Let me see if I can get these at a different angle for you. So the bottom one there is the silver one, and the top one is copper clad. Yeah, if you would like me to do a custom order, there's a button on my profile that says get a quote. Just tap on that. Tell me as much information as you can about what you'd like to do, like what kind of coin it is, what it's made of, what size ring you'd like, and I can get back to you through there. Yeah, I think and they're the same size, so it's really nice that I have these on hand to show those off as an example. But we got to punch a hole in this one. I got distracted. We got to keep working, guys. We got more rings to make. Let's go. Yes, that is the American Eagles couple set. It's $560, and I make 2 rings from the same coin. This is an example of the American Eagle. Since I have to make 2 rings out of it, it's a little thinner. I just made one. I wish I could show you the set, but I just shipped it off. But they come out really good. What denomination coin do I use for thinner rings? If you have tiny fingers, you can get a mercury dime. Those are the thinnest rings I make. But I also can't get them very big. But those are 90% silver. I think they're $35 right now. No, it's not illegal. It looks like I just got an order through the website. If anybody else wants to order, nice. Thank you, Adam. You can go to the website. It's linked on my profile, coinringmaker.com. Feel free to check it out. So if you can hang out for a minute, Adam, I will finish this one, and we'll get started on yours. Do you make a husband and wife ring? Yes, I make a couple's ring out of an American Eagle, which is a 1 ounce fine silver coin. I make 2 rings out of the same coin. It's a really cool set. It's one of my favorite things to make, but it's definitely one of the more challenging things I make. Yeah, the mercury dimes are like pinky rings. I think they're like size 3 to size... I'm not sure what the size range is, but it's pretty low, because at a certain point they just don't want to stretch anymore. They're just too thin to really manipulate like that. But they're cute. And you can see like the date on them and some other cool details. Well, let me show you. So this is what the American Eagle looks like. So if it is y'all's anniversary, you could get this year. I've got 2022s. I have a couple other years too. It's kind of a mixed up range, but you can check it out on the website if you go to the couple's coin ring listing. But this is an example of the coin that would be used. And they come out really nice. Everyone that's got one has been very, very pleased. I think they're great. Yep, it's got the new reverse, type 2. How much are the coins? So I don't sell coins, I sell coin rings. Silver Eagle. You can get them from the mint. You can also get them on eBay or from collectors, pawn shops. There's lots of places to get them. Anything out of pennies. I make little cowboy hats out of pennies. Oh, let's see. Shoot. I haven't made any hats in a while, but this is one of the quarter cowboy hat like test things I did is kind of an example. I make everything to order, so it's kind of hard to show what I do, but I do have like penny cowboy hats on my website. You can see pictures of them there. And I can make those into like keychains too. Which I have one on my keychain, but I don't have it with me. I'd show you that. 19,000 likes. Thank you guys very much. What we're doing here is we're just slowly folding out the edges of this to kind of a cone shape. So like halfway to a ring shape. Got some trees on the side there. Pretty cool. Sand up this cut edge real quick and then stretch it out. This is my ring stretcher. It gets super jealous of, well, my phone gets super jealous of it. Every time I use this, my phone wants to get my attention, fall over. Stay put for them. No tricky business. Alright. Oh, we got it pretty stretched out. It's looking pretty good. We're going to get it to a size 7 now. See what size it is. I saw one YouTube video of a guy making a quarter into a ring. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. I want to give it a try. And I became addicted. And it took over my entire personality. Now it's all I do. I love it. What size ring can I do with a quarter? I can do size 4 all the way up to size 13 in quarters. What size do you need? So my sole income, I have 2 jobs. So before I started this, I had another job, and I still do that, but I am able to take 3 days off a week now. So I'm slowly getting there. You guys could definitely make it easier if you went to my website and got something cool. You know what I'm saying? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Size 12, I can do that. Yeah, the website is linked in my profile, coinringmaker.com. You just tap on my logo up here and go to my website and order something. What's the best coin for size 10? Actually, they're all great for size 10. I can do quarters, half dollars, dollars, American Eagles, Size 10 is a really nice size. I can do pretty much anything you'd like. It depends on what you'd like on the ring and how thick you would want the band. So the bigger the coin, usually the bigger the band is. That came out really nice. Yeah, no problem. No, I haven't done any nickels. I think nickels are kind of ugly. So the inside of the ring is relatively even. There is a small lip on the reeded edge of the coin. See that right there? It's maybe half a millimeter sticking out, but the rest of it is very straight. And for me, I like it because you have kind of a dip on your fingers, so it actually catches right there and helps your ring not fall off. Size 11, I can do that for sure. Not a problem. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. I'm just gonna buff this up real quick so I don't have to move the camera around, then I'll show you how shiny it is. Got 21,700 likes. Thank you very much. Look how nice that is. And we'll work on the one we just got in here. It's the 88. Let me grab that. Antique. I actually prefer my rings to be as shiny as possible. I've seen several other coin ring makers use antiquing methods. I prefer shiny stuff, so that's what I make. There is our quarter that we're going to be working on, and we're just going to pop it in here and punch a hole in it. What am I 3D printing in the background? One of these. So this is a quarter sorter that I designed myself to sort quarters. Typically they came out with 5 quarters in the last few series they released, like the state quarters and national park quarters. So if you want to sort by year, these are really handy. So you can put all like 2022 quarters or 2020 quarters in here and keep them nice and sorted. I have a whole bunch of them. It allows me to quickly access like my state quarters. So I've got them all alphabetically organized here. So these are the A's, and I can just go through and quickly find what state quarter I need. They're pretty cool, and I recently got 2 orders for them, so that's what I'm printing. Yeah. Yeah, for you guys who haven't seen it yet, old design, new design. This is the 2022 quarter right here. George is indeed facing the other direction. The back's pretty cool though. But it looks like, I don't know, like a time traveler token. It just doesn't look right. But I do like how they moved In God We Trust to like a smaller grouping, because it actually all shows up on the ring now. On this one, it cuts off. So that's a nice change. And these are available as cowboy hats and coin rings on my website, coinringmaker.com, linked on my profile. So check that out. I use Zortrax M200s. This is my printer over here, printing away, chugging along. Estimated time left, about 2 hours. I gotta print 2 more of them after that. Dude, I thought it was pretty funny too. I might have to repost it because I don't think enough people saw it. It's funny. What state am I in? I'm in Texas. We're gonna go ahead and punch a hole in this. Keep getting distracted. Nice. Well, good luck finding them W's. I found 1 or 2. I gotta say it's pretty thrilling to find one out in circulation. It's like 80 times face value. Not too bad. What do I do with the donut holes? So you can get these just as they are. These are called center punches. You can get them as a pin you can put in your hat or your shirt, or you can get a keychain. That's just an add-on you can get with your ring. It's totally optional. Now, North Texas, like closer to Amarillo, in the middle of nowhere. But I used to live in like the Fort Worth area. I don't know, I've moved around a lot, but usually always live in Texas. It's pretty weird. How you can move like 200 miles and still be in the same state. That's Texas for you. I like it. Yep, I'm the reason we're at a coin shortage. So I'm punching holes in quarters daily. Let's go. Now we're going to start folding this in here. What do I do with the shavings? Currently, I just save them. Eventually, I'd like to melt them down and cast them into different stuff. But I don't have a forge yet. I try to make sure it doesn't, but if it does, basically your heating element will stay on and it just won't have plastic to pull in. You can get a clogged nozzle and your print's not going to be finished. It's going to be half complete. It happens. You try to avoid it. Usually what I like to do is check the spool before I start a print and make sure there's enough. But that's kind of eyeballing it. That's something you just have to kind of learn how to do. You can pause a print and change the filament if you catch it. No, it's not illegal. There we go. We got a nice little cone shape on this one. And we're going to get it on the ring stretcher and start stretching it out. If you guys are enjoying this live so far, please tap the screen for the whole time I am stretching this ring out. Let's go. Tappy, tappy, tap that screen. Let's go, guys. I don't know. You don't have to. It's dumb. I'm not sure it does anything, honestly. I would like to think the more people that send likes, the more people TikTok shows my live to. But I really don't have any empirical data to suggest that. But it sure does make me feel good. How does that machine do its job? Well, it's pretty cool, actually. So there's like a spike in the middle of this, that when you pull this handle up, see how it pops out of the top there? And it's thicker at the bottom, so it's like cone shaped. And when you pull up on that, the spike goes up, right? And then these things on the outside push outward, and that stretches the ring. It's pretty great. Like, it's genius. I don't know who came up with this. There's a bunch of gears and stuff in here. But it's fantastic. It's a great tool. You don't even want to know how I used to stretch my rings out. It was like a caveman. Noisy and messy work. This ring stretcher is 100% worth it. Great tool. Got a nice shape on it. It's very close to a size 9, but not quite. This die stops at about a size 9.5 for these quarters. And then the other side is just a little too small. So what I actually have to do, this halfway step, is go over to this reducer. This comes with this ring stretcher. I don't like to use it very much because the machining on it is not very good. This was made in China, so it's not great compared to like this reduction die, which is US made and perfect, but there is a small zone at about 9.5 where I have to put it in here and slightly reduce one side of it so it will actually fit in this die. And we'll do the other side a little too. What I used to do is I would put my ring in here and I would put a quarter on top because it actually fits inside the die, and it would get me through that a little trouble area, I guess you would call it. But that would leave impressions from the quarter on the ring. About 2.5 years to slowly accumulate all these cool tools. But I've done a lot of reinvestment. So about 1/3 of all my earnings go back into tools. When I first started, it was 100%. So for like the first 3 months of coin ring making, 100% went back into tools because I had nothing. But after a while, I was able to start paying myself, which was pretty cool. And now I'm to the point where I actually have to pay taxes and stuff, which kind of blows my mind. There we go, right at a size 9, 1988 quarter coin ring. This will get a nice polish up before we send it out. But I think it looks pretty solid. Yeah. This was a quarter. So So I make coins into rings. That's kind of my thing. And we're about to start on another one because we just finished this one. So let's see what we've got. We've got a 1978. So we're going to grab that quarter. Yeah, guys, if you'd like to order, you can click on the link in my profile or just visit the website, which is the same as my username, coinringmaker.com. How many rings do I finish in a day? It's tricky. It really varies day to day. I've got 2 young boys, so most of the time I'm trying to spend as much time as I can with my kids. But you got to pay bills, so it's a delicate balance. And it also depends on how many orders I have. So I actually have quite a few orders. So I got a babysitter. So we're just going to make rings for as long as I can today. Probably another hour or so. Can I make one out of a Morgan dollar? I most certainly can. So this is a Morgan dollar right here. 1890. I've got a couple dates available in these. Really great detail. And you can also get them tail side out. This isn't the best example, but the detail on the tail side of a Morgan dollar is so cool. Like, this is one of my favorite ring designs. You get this wreath all the way around. You get the $1 United States of America, in God we trust, eagle's wings. It's great looking ring. But they'll be sent out like super shiny. Those are rings for personal wear. I make most everything to order and try and get it as just shiny as possible. Thank you very much. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Size 15, what kind of coin? Probably pretty cool. So the biggest I can do quarters is size 13. Morgan dollar size 15. I can do that. It's a lot easier for me if you pick from the Morgans I have available. But if you really want me to work on yours instead, I have a button on my profile that says get a quote. Just tap on that, give me some information, basically what you've already told me, and I can get you a quote on that. But it's going to cost you exactly the same whether I work on your coin or my coin. Just because there's a lot less work that goes into it if you order through the website. And there's quite a few date options on there. Yeah, no problem. If you need help with anything, let me know. I really like making the Morgan coin rings. I don't sell them very often, so I'd love to make you one. I really enjoy them. See, I stay steady making these quarter coin rings, though. I tried to do this and it was a fail. Well, dude, I failed for a while trying to figure this out. Like, it's hard to figure out what tools you need, what techniques you have to figure out. But, like, honestly, it took me like this long to figure out the process. 2.5 years to get this good. But if you'd like to learn from me, I do have a YouTube channel, Coin Ring Maker, and I do have a recommended tool list on my website if you want to give it another try. And I'm always happy to help anyone who's interested in trying this. So if you run into any trouble, ask a question on my videos and I'll help you out. Because I know how hard it is. I did it myself. have a silver 50-cent American piece. I would love to have a ring made from it. I can do that. I have quite a few on hand that you could pick from. Walking Liberty, some from the 90s and some from 1964. If you want me to work on your coin, like I said, you'll need to go to my profile and tap the Get a Quote button and just fill out some information for me. Let me know about the coin you have and what size you need. Press blocks. I'm not sure what you mean. Right on. I do a little bit of collecting myself. Not too much. Oh, okay. There. This is going to be a size 10. Yeah. Arbor press, yeah. Yes, a 1-ton arbor press. Yeah, and this is a ring stretcher reducer. So these two things, super useful. That's why I keep them so close together. And they're like literally mounted into like a desk. Like I just bolted them into my desk. No lie. We're just trying to lock this in at a size 10 here. Right now it's at an 11. Do I not have to anneal copper-clad coins? Not if they are like size 10 and under. I've gotten pretty good at feeling when they're about to snap. Like I can feel. I've done it enough times. I know when it's gonna happen, and I can stop myself and anneal. So if I can skip it, I try to. It just saves me a lot of cleanup, fire scale afterwards. But like if it's like a size 13 or a size 12, yeah, I'll usually anneal it. And if it's silver, I will definitely anneal it. But it's taken a lot of failing to kind of develop that sixth sense, I guess. We got it a little polished up here. This will get some more cleanup before we send it out. But it's pretty much done. I have a lot of split coins in my junk jar. Yep, I've got a whole drawer of split coins. Reminders to slow down and be careful. And yes, a Neil. So Andy, do you post any coin ring making stuff here on TikTok? $1978. Right on. Well, if anybody would like to order a coin ring and see it get made on this live, go check out my website. It's linked to my profile. There's also a little shopping bag on my profile you can tap on, and a little gold chain by the chat here that you can tap on and see my products. If you do order right now, I will offer you a 10% off coupon. You can use the coupon code WELCOME. Works store-wide, and that'll save you 10%, like I said, and you'll get to see your ring made right now. So if anybody wants to take me up on that offer, let me know. I think it's a pretty good deal. And we'll just show off some of the stuff we worked on today here. Just tons and tons of quarter coin rings. So many. They'll keep me very busy making these. Check them out. I'm gonna take a little coffee break and let y'all check out the website. Let me know if anybody has any questions. Did you finish the text? No, I try and keep whatever detail is on the coin on there. Some of these still need to be polished up. That's kind of a loud, dirty process. And I do it all at once. Let's see. Looks like we do have an order that came in. So we'll set all these back aside here. Again, the offer's still open. 10% off store-wide using the coupon code WELCOME. So check that out if you're interested. This is the next coin we're going to be working on. This is the 2022 Maya Angelou quarter. And they requested the tail side out. So that's the tail side right there. Can you guys believe that's a quarter? That's right. That is the new 2022 quarter. Get a good look at it. So we're about to punch a hole in it. The front of it's pretty interesting too. What size punch do I use on quarters? I use a 1/2-inch punch. I'm pretty well covered on mods. Most of the time I can handle it pretty well myself, but I do have a couple pretty good mods. I do appreciate the offer though. I'm just taking a brief little coffee break here before we get into this next ring. Y'all feel free to tap the screen. We're at 30,000 likes right now. And like I said, you can save 10% off at coinringmaker.com site-wide using the coupon code WELCOME. So feel free to take this little break to go check out my website. It helps me do what I love to do, and you'll get to see your ring get made right here on TikTok. So that's pretty cool, y'all. That's pretty cool. Check it out. There's also a little gold chain by the chat you can tap on that'll pull up some products. Sorry to be so salesy. I just got done making quite a few rings, so I am just taking a short break to catch my breath, and then we'll get started on this one. If you got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you haven't followed me yet, what are you doing? Why haven't you followed me yet? You've got a penny from 1942. Very cool. That's probably worth about 15 cents. Is it steel? It might be worth about 35 cents then. It probably is steel. You can put a magnet on it, right? Those are fun. How many of y'all have seen this quarter out in circulation? This is the new one. 43 is steel? Okay, you're right. I was close. This is 2022. So I actually had to order a roll because I got too impatient. I connected with a collector who had found a whole box of them, and I was like, I need a couple rolls of those. And now we're gonna make one into a ring. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and put ring in the chat, and we'll get started. Let's see a couple rings. Actually, I really despise the measuring your ring size with a string technique. It never works. If you can, please visit a jewelry store and get size there. It should be free, should take about 5 minutes, and it's going to be accurate. That way your ring is going to fit when it shows up, and we won't have to guess at it. Guessing ring sizes almost always fails. Then I have to resize it. I don't mind doing that, but it'll save us a whole lot of trouble if you can get properly sized before you order. Asking if you have room to mod this account. It's my bad. Oh, you want me to mod for you? I don't know, man. I'm pretty busy. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I really would appreciate it, Cindy, if you just went to a jewelry store and got size there. I know it's a little bit of an inconvenience, but I promise your ring will fit better. All right, I saw a couple rings better. All right, I saw a couple rings. Let's see a couple more rings, and we'll get started. I told you we would. Let's go. Oh, okay. I'm so silly. Okay. There you go. I got you, bro. I'm stupid. All right, let's punch a hole in it. Yeah, I sell the rings. You can buy them on my website, coinringmaker.com. It's linked on my profile. Just tap my logo right there and go there. I totally don't mind you hopping over to the website right now and checking it out. No, I understand. I got you now. I hadn't seen this account before, so it's like, he knows his stuff, but I don't know who he is. I got you, man. Oh, thank you for your order. Yeah, we'll work on yours next. First, we're going to punch a hole in this one. Yeah, I can do a size 13. This is our cool center punch. Check her out. Look at that. That's a great center punch. This is going to be a keychain, so we'll have to set it aside, make sure we don't lose it. Y'all feel free to tap the screen. We're at 30,000. 30,400 likes. Solid effort, guys. I appreciate it. There is our punched coin. Now we're going to clean up this inside cut edge. It's pretty rough, you can see. We're just going to cut some of that away, make it nice and smooth in there. I can do a silver half. I've got some from the 90s, and I've got a few 64s, and I also have Walking Liberty half dollars from the 40s and 30s. So there's quite a few options for 90% silver half dollars. They come out really nice. I like them a lot. Good looking rings. Yeah, when I first started, I thought drilling a hole would be a good idea. Getting this hole perfectly centered in a coin is very difficult. And when you use a drill, there's a chance of it like skipping around and messing up the detail. And one thing I really try to focus on is keeping as much of the coin detail on the ring as possible. So that totally killed drills for me. How much? The copper clad ones are $20. This is a set. It comes with a ring and a keychain. That's $35. And the 90% silver quarters are $100. The 90% silver half dollars are $150. You can see all my prices on my website. It's linked in my profile. It's pretty easy to get there. You can just tap on my logo at the top of the screen. Tap on the link in the profile and check out the store. And you can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% as a little thank you for watching my TikTok live. Go check it out, guys. If even 100 of you guys just went and looked at my website right now, right? That would be wicked. Because the more people that visit my website, the higher it ranks on Google. I'm not going to lie to you. So if you could take, 15 seconds and just go click around on there, it would help me out. It'd be cool. Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to use the coupon code WELCOME. It'll save you 10%. There is our quarter so far. We'll get a real good look at it. This is why we find quarters with holes in them? Possibly. Usually people like to punch holes in the top and make them into necklaces. Not a lot of half-finished coin rings out there. Usually, us coin ring makers like to finish the job. We're going to go ahead and start folding this thing. Do you have any 2021 Denver Carson, Delaware? Absolutely. So I've got that one in fine silver and in copper clad. But I only have one in fine silver. Yes, you can pick your state. I've got the state quarters in 90% silver and copper clad. $20. I need to drink something. And the 90% silver ones are $100. But yeah, I'd really like to make this into a ring for somebody. So if you're interested, it would make a freaking cool ring. I've also got Tuskegee Airmen. Let me know if you're interested in that. So I've only got one of each of these. Let's get back to it. If anybody has any questions, feel free to... Okay, hi, I emailed you about a quarter wedding band. How come they don't make state quarters every year? It was just a series. Starting in 1999, they did 5 state quarters every year until they got all 50 of them. And then they started doing the America the Beautiful series, which is a bunch of national parks and landmarks. They only produced them for 1 year. Yep. I'm terribly sorry about that. You told me they only have Kentucky in 2001. That's true. It's unfortunate, but it's true. See, you either have to pick a year or you have to pick a state. I can't do both. It's impossible. Yeah, you have a good day as well. Have fun out there. That was our first little fold on this one. I love the sun rays on this underneath the United States of America. It's very cool. Neat design. But yeah, guys, you would be surprised how many quarter designs are out there. It's it's wild. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like close to 200 different types of quarters. Do you know that, Savage? Do you know how many types of quarters there are? Let me see what size this needs to be. Size 8.5. Solid. So let's pop this on the old ring stretcher and start stretching it out. There are 4 different quarter combinations for each state quarter. Can I show you what I have for 2022? Actually, this is a 2022 quarter right here. So I don't have any of these in silver yet. I do have them in copper clad. And what this customer decided to do was put the back facing out. So this is tail side out right here. It doesn't show the year that way. You can see it on the inside right there. But you can also get it head side out and the date will be on it. I also have 2022 American Eagles. And I can do these as a couple set. So I can make 2 rings from this one coin. I think it's really kind of romantic and symbolic. This is one of my favorite and most challenging coins that I do. And that's the American Eagle couple set. And I do have those 2022 available. Copperclad and silver. Yes. So I actually made these earlier today. So this is a really nice side-by-side comparison, okay? So this one on this side right here is going to be the silver one. You can tell that by the really reflective white color of the metal. This is not going to turn your finger green. It's going to be really easy to polish up. And this is the copper clad one. This can turn your finger green because it's made of copper. It has basically the same detail on it, but there is a slight color difference. No, you're fine. Let me get a little closer here. Now these will be polished up a little more before they're sent out, but I think it's a pretty good example of the difference between the two metals. Thank you for your order. And this is 90% silver, and this is copper clad. Oh, you got the Tuskegee Airman? Awesome. Did you get the silver one? Nah, that's cool. No, it's okay. You're good. You're good. Yeah, y'all feel free to ask any questions. How long until I have 2022 silver rings? So this is all I have right now. I do need to get some. So I will look into ordering some. It could be probably about a week and a half until I get the quarters for this. But I do have this. And this is fine silver too. So this isn't even 90%. This is fine silver. Let me see on here. Yeah, fine silver. So these come out really good. As far as 1988, you would have to get a Washington quarter. You can't pick the year and the state. So they only made the state quarters for 1 year at a time. I just made an 88. Where is it? Yeah, so this is what a 1988 quarter looks like. These are $20. The 90% silver ones are $100. You can see all my prices on my website, which is linked in my profile. I do not machine my dies. I buy them from Legacy Brand Tools. Legacy brand. Very good dies. Yeah, you can see all my prices on my website. And I will look into getting 22 quarters. Would you be able to have the silver 2022 done by May if I ordered it? Yeah. I'd have it done by the end of the week. For sure. I work pretty quick. Right on. I forgot what size this is supposed to be. Let's see. 8.5. We got a way to go. Well, I'm glad you like watching. I try to be entertaining and a little funny and informative. So I hope that's coming through. I also try to be as helpful as I can. Try not to be too salesy, but you know, you got to pitch every once in a while. And it's coming out really very nicely. Cool. Yeah, I really like the dime cowboy hats. They're cute. Let me show you one. We'll flex them real quick. Here's a little dime cowboy hat. And with these, I actually did something special. You can actually get them gold plated if you want to be really fancy. Okay, I'm just curious, how long does it take to make one ring? It really depends. There's a lot of variables. If I'm filming, it takes longer because I get distracted. I get asked a lot of questions, which I don't mind. But yeah, it really varies. I usually get an order done within a day or two. That's the best answer I have. I have a silver dollar waiting for it to be made into a ring. I can do that. Just tap the get a quote button on my profile. Yes, I can gold plate a ring. I currently don't have it as an option, but if that's something you would like, I could work that out for you. We could work that out. I need to add it. The problem is I'd have to gold plate everything to get product photos. So I've been a little slow on it. It is something I need to do. I actually have one gold-plated ring over here. It's pretty cool. What am I doing? I'm sizing this ring. So this was made from a 2022 quarter, and I'm slowly getting it to the correct size, which is an 8.5. Very close. Yeah, I can do a 78. I've actually got one over here. Ooh. 1978. Can be done. Can you see my shop setup? Sure. This is my computer. This is my 1-ton arbor press, my tumbler, my label maker printer, my 3D printers, my ring stretcher, my other ring stretcher, my microphone with clamps and selfie stick that allows me to film my work table. Here's my torch, my auto punch, and a bunch of coins. There's some rings I've made. Here's all my quarters. Most of my dies are just strung about on my desk here. The flex shaft. I've got stuff all over the place. It's a mess. No, you don't have to have a special license to make jewelry. What torch do I use? It's just a regular, like, camping propane torch. Nothing super fancy. There we go. Got it right at size 8.5. And I'm going to go ahead and make the keychain for this ring as well, so we can finish that up. If I missed any questions, go ahead and ask them again. I'm sorry. I don't know if I've asked, but can you use all silver quarters? The only all silver quarters I have are these. Now, for some reason, they changed from 90% to, if you look right here, basically fine silver in 2001. Maybe in 2000. But these are pure silver. These are the only two I currently have. No, I have a different job as well. What do I do with nickels? Not a thing. I don't like nickels. I don't use them for anything. I can do bicentennials in copper clad. Totally. I've made a few of them. They come out pretty cool. Yeah, chaotically organized, pretty much. When would you need a torch? To anneal the coin. It softens the metal up. So you heat it up and dip it in some water, and that makes it softer and less likely to snap while you're working on it. So just like the inside of the ring, when we punch the center out, the edge is really rough. So I'm going to sand that edge a little bit, smooth it out. 1988, 9.5 gold plated. Okay, don't order yet. Let me add the gold plating section. What do you think I should charge for it? Like, look at this. This is gorgeous. What do you think the upcharge on gold plating should be? Put it in the comments. Like, for a quarter. Like, if I gold plated this, what do you think a fair price to add that on would be? Suggestions? $10? Free? No, it's not going to be free. The gold plating kit certainly wasn't free. $40? That's closer. I don't know, that's quite a bump. Maybe 30? Is it hard to make gold? I suppose so. 10 to 20? 35, 50. I'd definitely pay an extra 20. Okay. I'm thinking somewhere 20 to 30 range. So let's do 25. Yeah, I think 25 should be solid. Give me just a second. I will update the pick your date copper clad listing so that you can get a gold plated one. So don't order yet. Let me fix it up for you. Where do I get my dies from? You can get them on Etsy. The brand I like is Legacy Brand Tools. Jason's Works also makes very good dies. So what would the cost of the 88B plated? It's going to be $20 for the ring itself and then $25 for the plating. So it'll be $45 altogether. Do you think that's reasonable, guys? Do you think that's reasonable? A little bit of feedback before I jump on it. I think it's pretty fair. They're definitely going to come out looking really cool. Where are we? There it is. Yes, very fair. Can we live chat with that? We can talk about it. It's open. So I think since you asked, like you generated the idea, I'm gonna set it at $20 for you to order, and then after your order, I'm gonna up it to $25. Okay, it should be working. So if anybody else wants to get that deal, you can get it for 20, and I'm gonna up it to 25 later today. But you can get U.S. quarters from the year 1965 to the year 1998. They're copper clad quarters, and yeah, they will be gold plated for $20. Yeah, for this live only, they're going to be $20, and then once I get off, they're going to be $25. And like, look at the color on this. Yeah, I played them myself. And if I get an order for one, I'll do it. I'll do it live. I'll show you. Absolutely. Yeah, so look at the all the detail on this. So it's like a molecular plating. So it's electroplated. So it's not going to cover up any of the detail. Where do you order? The link is in my profile. Just tap my logo up here, or you can go directly to coinringmaker.com, and that offer is open to all you guys in the copper-clad pick your date coin ring listing. You can get them gold plated right now for $20. After this live, they're going to go up to $25 for that plating. And I should be adding that to some other rings later on. But I got to get back to... Yeah, it's really pretty. I don't know why I haven't added that earlier. I'm glad y'all pushed me to do that. That's going to be good. But now, we got to finish this. So this is a 2022 quarter center punch, tail side out. There's the ring that came with it, and we're going to be making this into a keychain real quick. That's right. And I mean, whoever orders that first gold-plated coin, your ring is going to be a product photo. It's going to live on my website. It's a gold-plated option. So that should be cool. I deliver pizza, believe it or not. I'm your friendly neighborhood pizza man who decided he didn't want to be delivering pizza when he was 40. So I started making jewelry. And it's gone pretty well. Do I need more 21? No, I've got quite a few 2021 crossing the Delaware. I do appreciate it though. No, I do appreciate it. Thank you. There is our center punch keychain, the 2022 quarter. And we'll set that aside and see what we have next. Oh, we have the Tuskegee Airman. That's right. Yeah, this will be fun. Do you ever get the coin smell off your hand? So if it's like silver or 90%, 90% silver, it doesn't really smell. Silver is actually antibacterial. It's a pretty cool it's a pretty cool metal. Copper, on the other hand, that smells more tricky. What I recommend is coating the copper-clad coins in clear fingernail polish. That needs to be applied every once in a while. That seems to be the best option. Also, soap and water. Yep, this one's yours. Sorry it took so long, but we got around to it. We're getting it done. Yes, I make rings. That's what I'm doing right now. I make coins into rings. The website is coinringmaker.com. It's my username, and it's also linked on my profile. So if you tap my user logo up here, you can see the link in my profile. Dang. Dang what? What you danging about? I'm doing good. We're currently making this 2021 Tuskegee Airman quarter into a ring for Eric here. It's coming along pretty well. Yeah. You got the tail side out. Yeah. I don't have any army coins currently. Like challenge coins, I don't have anything like that. Most of what I work on is US currency. So we're going to put this side face down. Yeah, I've seen some AA coins and some challenge coins. They usually have enamel on them, which would flake off if I worked on it. I haven't messed with them too much. They're also mostly made of steel, which is notoriously difficult. Do you have to send a quarter for a keychain or a ring? Nope, I've got quite a few quarters in stock. Hundreds, in fact. Lots to pick from. Just go visit my website. It's linked on my profile. You can also see my stuff by tapping this gold chain at the bottom here. I have made wedding rings before, yes. No, it's perfectly legal to make jewelry out of coins. Tuskegee Airmen across the top. They fought in 2 wars. 2021 across the bottom. There's the tower. A little bit of the goggles. And the flight suit. I think so. Looks like we just got another order in on the website. Thank you very much. If anybody else wants to order something, the link is in my profile, or you can visit the website that is my username, coinringmaker.com. Coming along very nicely. I'll get it down to size. It's going to be a 6.5. Just ordered a ring. Thank you, Anthony. We will be working on yours next. Yes. Coupon code WELCOME still gets you 10% off your order.